Hey, it's Nikki with DogSpeak. In this following video, you are going to see how I work with Willow when it comes to dealing with reactive dogs on our walk. You're going to see that I am really praising her and allowing her to make good decisions. I'm using a long leash, and the dog that's barking at her is behind a fence and almost jumping over it. And it was 2 hours left of the camera, and you'll see how she starts to make some good decisions and then even uses the natural curve that we talk about. So watch and see how I deal with this and helping her to understand that just because that dog is reacting towards her, she does not have to react towards the dog. That's a good job, good girl. That's a very good girl. It was a good choice. Good job. Look at her. Nice curve. Ignoring that. A good girl. Yeah. Good job. Good girl. Good girl. Good job. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. Who's a good girl? Good job. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. Once we successfully moved past the dog, she had to work out a little frustration. And this is where she wanted to pick up her leash and carry it. And I encouraged it. I want her to know that some fun things can happen to release any of the stress that was possibly creating with her. And then we were able just to continue our normal walk. Good job. That was a good girl. Get it. All right. Yeah. Oh my goodness. It's all over the place. Oh my God. Oh my God. In this piece, you're going to see us doing an off-leash walk. And in this off-leash walk, there's no requirement as far as where she needs to be, in front of me, behind me, beside me. If I need to direct her, I can. And as you'll see in this video, I direct her because a car is coming. And then we are able to complete our walk off-leash. You don't have to. Good girl. Oh, here comes the car. Let's make her slow down. That's Mama's girl. I know. You don't get one every time. Oh, go. We got to get you home. Get you some water. Good girl. That was a good girl. Good job. Rosie, Rose. Good girl. I think she's better off leash than she is on leash. At least Dan was too. Mm-hmm. What I want you to understand is that teaching your dog how to just deal with this world and follow commands that you want to teach, the main thing that you need to do is create a relationship. You have to build your relationship with your dog. You have to be a person that they can trust. This means you need consistency. And we're not just talking about consistency when I ask you to sit, I follow through. That is not what I'm talking about at all. Consistency is about regulation of your nervous system. If you can emotionally stay stable, your dog is going to trust that and is going to look to you when they're not sure how to respond to something in the environment, much like you saw Willow do in the video. It is so important that you think about what are the things that are important to you. What do you need from your dog? For me, off-leash is so important, and I do work my dogs off-leash more than I do on-leash. And typically, they're better off-leash, but that's okay. That is something that is important to me. So I really want to encourage you to not think about what obedience commands you need to work on. I need you to focus on building your relationship with your dog, creating safety, security, being something the dog can count on, making sure that you're regulated so that you can help them navigate situations that are a little more challenging. Now, one of the questions that I often get is, well, what do you do when Willow is not responding to something? And I'm going to follow this up with a video I'm going to show you where we're sitting in the backyard and our neighbor's dog is out. And she has gotten a little bit more worked up lately when our neighbor's dog Lulu is barking and things of that nature. So we've been really working on the fence area where Willow's emotions are going a little bit higher. She's jumping on the fence, she's barking, she's doing things that she's not necessarily done in the past. And I want you to watch to see and hear how I manage it. And when I talk about how do you follow through, this is how I do it. If eventually she doesn't calm down in this situation, I would have gotten up and put her in the house. But she did a good job at adjusting, and that's why it's important that we give our dogs an opportunity to, take in the information we're giving, process it, and make better decisions. Don't think that you need to get a result from your dog immediately in situations like this. When you're able to build that trust in that relationship, when you do need an immediate response, such as a come when called, your dog is going to be responsive because he's going to trust you in knowing that if you're asking them to do this, it is something that is important and needs to happen. Whereas in this situation with the fence area, this is a fairly new problem, and this is how I am starting to deal with it. So I hope you enjoy it. Willow, that's enough. Willow, it's Lulu, and she's outside playing with her mommy. And you're going to just relax, okay? And let them play without your interruption. And can you not run through the flowers like that? Oh, we're going to find something dead. Lots of emotions this morning. That's better. Good girl. Good job. Good girl. That's better. Yeah, good girl. I know it's exciting. Good girl. Good girl. Good job. Good girl. Good girl. Good job. Good. Willow, that's enough. I know, baby. It's just Lulu. It's just Lulu. I know. Isn't it, Tanya? Yeah, I know. It's a Lulu, isn't it, Tanya? Good girl. Good job. Are we all done? Yeah, you're so excited. We all done this morning for that? I know. Good job. Oh, good girl. Good job. Can you go get a toy and Mama throw you a Frisbee and you don't have to be sad that nobody's playing with you? You want to go get a ball or a toy? Hey, go get one of your toys. Where's your new one? No, you're not interested in that. That's fine. I'm going to go back then to read my news. Okay. Okay, good job. Good girl. Good girl. That's a good job. That's a good girl. So as you could see in that video, she was really working through things. And this is why I say it's very important that we give them an opportunity to process and work through it. Now imagine you're sitting outside. Now this was Sunday morning. I'm having my coffee. I'm reading my news. Normally I like a very quiet time. And just so you know, this was prior to our walk. Because our walk was later in the afternoon. But it's giving her an opportunity to learn how to have that impulse control, that self-control, and to basically handle those emotions. And that's what I want from her. And I also want her to know that just because she's having emotions doesn't mean I'm going to match those emotions. And a lot of people, this is where they want to raise their voice, scream, yell at their dog. and getting frustrated. And all that's going to do is create a negative association that when things are on the other side of the fence that your dog is concerned about, you're getting mad at them. It was very clear that she was concerned and unsure what was taking place. So as our Mr. Rogers hack, this is how I was communicating to her what was happening, what was going on, and how I was there to handle things and what I needed from her. Now, could I have asked her to do a specific behavior like place and stay? Yes, I could have. But that's not fixing the emotional feel that she has. Having a dog just sit and still whining at that is not really giving the dog the control they need. I want her to have agency. My goal is to redirect her if what she's choosing is wrong, such as jumping on my fence. I don't mind her having some emotion about it, but there are certain behaviors that you can use to express that emotion, and there are certain behaviors that I don't really want. And so my job is to direct that or redirect that. So please don't immediately just start getting mad at your dog when they're dealing with emotions. If you have an emotion and you have a feeling about something, you want to freely be able to go to someone and express that emotion without being judged, without being punished, without being rejected. And so it's important that we allow our dogs to do this. And I really hope this has helped you to see a little bit about how I have developed a relationship with Willow. And please understand that this isn't because I'm a dog trainer or a canine behavior specialist. I do have good skills in teaching those behaviors that I want, but the majority of what you are seeing is based on the relationship, the trust, and the communication that I have developed with her. So if you would like to have something like this with your dog, please reach out to us. We can offer you virtual sessions. We have a ton of online content, and we have our podcast, so be sure that you check that out. And please follow us on all social media channels and subscribe here on YouTube so that you don't miss out on new videos coming out, where I'm going to show you more on how to do things with Willow. I'm going to be doing some new things with her I've not done before, and I'm going to be recording those to show you guys how to work through that and how to handle situations that are not necessarily, perfect.